I open the page, they talk to me. Come on now, brew walk for me. Urban gorilla, that sauce on me. Yeah, I was shy, pay the cost on me. He the boss man, he got up on the cross for me. He the boss man, he got up on the cross for me. He the boss man, he got up on the cross. Yeah.
I open them pages, they talk to me. Come on now, brew walk for me. Urban gorilla, that sauce on me. Yeah, I was shy, pay the cost on me. He the boss man, he got up on that cross for me. He the boss man, he got up on that cross for me. He the boss man, he got up on that cross.
It's the book of Amos. It's the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O Israel, O children of Israel, against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
How do y'all feel about Mario Gonzalez? Know about Mario Gonzalez? No? He's basically the man that got killed in the same manner that George Floyd was. How do you feel about that? Hey? Okay, cool. So, what's your nationality? Where do y'all go back to?
I am a descendant of colonizers.
Grecians? White men in general. White men in general, on both sides.
There's Native American.
Native American, okay, allegedly. Right.
Cherokee? What's that? Let me guess, Cherokee?
Yes.
You know what, I'm from the South.
Oh, okay. So you said you feel terribly about what happened to your brother, right? My brother. To be that clear. So what do you feel should happen about it? To the cops? What do you feel should happen to the cops for what they did to murder an innocent Mexican man? Okay, cool. So you opposed the prison system, you want him convicted, so what does that mean?
I don't have answers.
Get that in Leviticus, not Leviticus, Exodus 21. Alright, we're going to show you. You believe in the Bible? Yes, you do. Alright, Christian?
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 21 and verse 12.
This is going into the judgment. Okay, go ahead.
He that smiteth a man so that he die shall be surely put to death.
Yea or nay?
Yea, however, I do not trust the American government with the rights of execution.
That's not a... Oh, you don't trust the American government with the right of execution?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I mean,
But
in
you
a
still...
just society.
Yeah, you still believe that he should be put to death for that?
Again, I don't know an answer.
But you just said yay. You just said yay, so...
Yeah, the American government,
But yay, like, in general. It doesn't have to be the government. It could be on the street, whatever. But it should happen, right?
yeah.
Or no?
Who was he talking to?
Talking to
He was telling that to? Okay, Israel, right? So that goes for Israel. So what about the other nations?
I mean, the other nations weren't built on Exodus either.
Huh?
The other nations were not built on the Mosaic law either.
The Mosaic law wasn't given to the other nations, though. It was only given to the Israelites.
Exactly, yes.
Right? So if you're not an Israelite, what does it matter what Christ said? Because Christ wasn't sent to anybody but the Israelites. He said, I'm open to the lost sheep of the Israelites. Then to the Gentiles, right? Okay, those Gentiles, right? Who are those Gentiles? Everyone who's not Israel. Somebody give me 1 Corinthians. Let me show you. Give me all our fathers under the cloud. You got it? Go ahead. Come on, SICARRI. Let me show you something right quick. You ever heard that the Gentiles that Paul went to were Israelites? Have you ever heard that the Gentiles that Paul went to were Israelites? Yes, you have, right? All right, let's prove it. Read.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and 1. Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant how that all our fathers were under the cloud.
So Paul's an Israelite, right? From the tribe of Benjamin. And he's telling these Gentiles, right? What's that in Colossians and Corinthians? He's telling these Corinthians that all their fathers were under the cloud. Do you know what that's referring to? In Exodus, right? Right? And those are Israelites, right? Okay, so the Corinthians are Israelites. Right?
In that church.
Now read this. Read.
Romans 4 and 1. What shall we say then? That Abraham our father as pertaining to the flesh.
So they just say Abraham was their father pertaining to the flesh, right? Now I've heard the Christian church say, you know, you can be spiritual Israel, you can just, you know, it's about the spirit, but the Bible says that you got to be born an Israelite. Israelite is a nation of people. What nation was the apostles? They were of Israel, right?
And the apostles blessed Paul's ministry.
And I just showed you that those Gentiles are Israelites.
You didn't show
I didn't show you that. Let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. So we got the Romans calling it, it's saying that Abraham is their father according to the flesh. Then we got what the Corinthians saying that their father was under the cloud. You agree that those are Israelites? Okay, read. You got another one? Go ahead.
Just to further elaborate on Corinthians, is Corinthians 12 and 2. Ye know that ye were Gentiles.
That ye were Gentiles, meaning they were converted into being Gentiles. Who followed the way of the nation?
That's necessarily what that means.
Okay, so what does it mean?
You were Gentiles. It can either be, it does not imply a conversion into being Gentiles. It means that at some point in time, by one way or another, they were Gentiles.
Meaning you were something before you was a Gentile, right? It says you read it. Let's read it again.
Ye know that ye were Gentiles.
If I say ye were something, what does that imply?
It means you were currently no longer Gentiles. It doesn't mean in the past you were Gentiles.
Let's keep reading.
I wasn't.
Wait. And to be a Gentile, that means that you are of another nation, right? So how could you turn into some other nation? If ye were, let's say it said ye were Chinese, does that mean that these Corinthians had changed from Chinese to something else?
It does not say that, so Gentile in this
I'm
context.
going to show you something. We're going to keep reading. We're going to see how these people became Gentiles. The Bible tells you. Read.
There's Corinthians 12 and 2. Ye know that ye were Gentiles, carried away unto these dumb idols.
Carried away unto dumb idols, following the ways of the nations and their idolatry. That's how Israelites became Gentiles. That's why they started calling themselves Corinthians, Romans. They lost their nationality. Have you ever heard of the curses of Deuteronomy 28? Right? One of the curses that they would lose their nationality, and what? They would be called proverbs and bywords. Just like we're called African Americans today, Puerto Ricans, all these names that were put on us by our slave masters. So Corinthians is just like saying I'm a Puerto Rican. Colossians is just like me saying I'm a damn Dominican or something like that. Because those are not God-given names. Those are proverbs and bywords. All right, read. Go ahead.
I'll bring it out again. Corinthians 12 and 2. Ye know that ye were Gentiles carried away unto these dumb idols, even as ye were led. The precept is Ephesians 2 and 11.
Oh, now we in Ephesians, right? Read. This is a whole nother church. Read.
Remember, Ephesians 2 and 11. Wherefore remember that ye being in time past Gentiles in the flesh.
Gentiles in the flesh, right? Ye being in times past Gentiles in the flesh. Remember, you're a Gentile by being carried away into dumb idols. Read.
Who are called uncircumcision by that who is called the circumcision. Which is called the uncircumcision in the flesh made by hands. And then the precept is Ezekiel 14 and 5, showing you exactly how, again, these Corinthians were made Gentiles by idolatry. This Ezekiel 14 and 5, that I may take the house of Israel in their own heart, because they are all estranged from me.
They are all estranged from the Most High, right? By following after the other nations, following after other gods, right? Read.
They are all estranged from me through their idols.
Through their idols. So that's how Israelites became Gentiles.
you said that the people in Samaria were Gentiles as well? Alright, okay, cool. I'll just point out anyway. This is the book of John, chapter 4 and 12. Art thou greater than our father Jacob, which gave us the well and drank thereof himself and his children and his cattle?
Even that Sumerian woman that's talking about right there, she was an Israelite from the northern kingdom. Because we know the kingdom split, right? And there was a cultural difference between the north and the south. But back to the situation at hand, right? Mario Gonzalez, right? He was killed by a white man. The Bible says what goes around comes around, right? Galatians 6 and 7 say you reap what you sow. They reap the death. Shouldn't they sow death? Wouldn't that be right? According to the Bible.
According to pure justice.
According to pure justice, right? And pure justice is in the Bible. That's all I wanted. What's your name? Drew, right? All right, Drew. They deserve death. Drew agrees. Come on, Dwight.